Simple Hebrew vocabulary, Elohev, from Jonah 2:1. It says this, Va, which is and, Ithpalel, and prayed, Jonah. So Jonah prayed, and who did he pray to? El, which is to Adonai. He prayed to the Lord, and who is the Lord? He is Elohev, his God. Mime, from the belly, Hadaga, of the fish. Simple Hebrew vocabulary, Sheol, from Jonah 2:2, and it says this, Vayomar, and said, Karati, I cried. Now this is, all this right here is going to be what Jonah is saying in the belly of the fish. And so he said, I cried, mitzara, from the suffering or from the affliction, li, which was mine, or to me. So of my affliction I cried. El, where did he cry? He cried to Adonai, cried out to the Lord. Vayanani, and he heard me, mi veten, out of the belly, Sheol, which is the grave, dirt, hell, the afterlife, whatever it may be. It's a little bit more of a vague term. And so God heard me from the pit. Shavti, and I cried, Shamata, and you heard Koli, my voice. Now Jonah says that God heard his voice from hell. Do you think that Jonah actually died in the fish, or that Jonah went to hell in the fish, or that Jonah was simply in the fish? Let me know in the comments down below. So what was Jonah the prophet doing before or after the book of Jonah? Let's take a look today in 2 Kings 14:25. And the Greek Septuagint says it like this. Atos, he, apostesen, restored to Horion, the coast, Israel of Israel, apo, from, esodu, from before, Amath, which is Amath, Heos, until tes dasales, the sea, tes of Arava, or of the desert, or the plain, kata, according to Rema, the word, Kiryu, of the Lord, Deu, God, Israel, of Israel, ha, which, elalesen, was said, or he said, in, or by, Keri, the hand, dulo, of the servant, atu, which is his servant, Jonah, which is Jonah, Huyu, the son of Amathi, which is Amattai, to the prophetu, the prophet, to which was, ek, from, Geth Chober, which is Geth Hofer. And Targum Jonathan translates it into Aramaic like this. Who, he, ativ, restored, yat, direct object marker, what did he restore? To whom? The coastline, Israel, of Israel, mimal na, from the entering, or from before, the, of, which is of the place, Hamat, of Hamat, ad, until Yama, the sea, and we see the aleph at the end, the definite article, from the sea, the, of, Mesra, which is the wilderness, the plain, Kama, according to, the, to, Malel, the word, Adonai, of the Lord, Allah, the God, the of Israel, the God of Israel, the which, Malel, he said, va, in, yad, the hand, of his servant, Jonah, Bar, the son of Amattai, Navia, the prophet, the which, me, was from, Gat, which is Gath, Chafer, Gath Hafer. Today let's look at some personal suffixes on Hebrew words from Jonah 2:3. And these suffixes we will see today are ni, which is mine or me, cha, which is you or yours, and I, which is also mine or me. So let's take a look today in Jonah 2:3. It says this, Vatashlikni, for you have cast me, ma, into tzula, the deep, v, in, levav, the midst, yamim, of the seas, vanahar, and the flood, yasov vaneh, it encompasses me, or it surrounds me, and that ni right there shows that it's me. Kal, all, misvarcha, thy billows, which is the wind, I guess, and that cha at the end there is yours, all your billows, vagalecha, and your waves, and that cha again at the end, that's the your, al are around me, or about me, and that a there at the end is the me, avru, they pass over, or they pass over all around me. Simple Hebrew vocabulary, Ainim or Ain. From Jonah 2:4 it says this, Va'ani, then I, Amarti, I said, Nigrashti, I am cast out. Me, from, Neged, from or out of, Einecha, your sight. Ainim or Ain is I, and that ch at the end makes it your, so I'm cast out of your eyes or out of your sight. Ak, however, Osif, again, Lahavit, I will look, El, unto, Hekal, the temple, Kadshacha, which is holy, and that ch at the end makes yours, and so it is your holy temple. Easy Hebrew vocabulary, Rosh, from the Roshi in Jonah 2:5, and it says this, Afafani, encompass me, mime, did the water, Ad, up to or until, Nefesh, my soul. Or, as it's commonly translated, the waters have encompassed me to death, to the point of death. Tehom, the great deep. Yosef Vene, engulfed me. Suf, weeds. Chavosh, were wrapped. L'roshi, around my head. Easy Hebrew vocabulary, La'olam, from Jonah 2:6, and it says this, Lekitve, to the roots, Harim, of the mountains, Yarati, I descended, Ha'aretz, the earth, Va, in or with, Racheha, its bars, it was Ba'ali, it was around me, La'olam, which is until the ages, or as we would know it, forever. They were around him forever. Vata'al, but, or and, you have brought me up. Me, from, Shachat, from the pit. Chai, my life. Adonai, the Lord, Elohei, my God. Hebrew vocabulary, Zakarti, I remembered, from Jonah 2:7. Going all the way through every single verse of Jonah, it says this, Vahithasef, and or in the faintings, Ale, within me, Nafshi, my soul, within my soul, Et, of, Adonai, of the Lord, Zakarti, I remembered, Va, and, Tavo, I, or and came in, Elecha, unto you, Tifalti, my prayer, Al, which is into, Heikal, the temple, Kadshacha, which is your holy temple. Simple Hebrew vocabulary, Chasdam, from Jonah 2:8, and it says this, Mashamrim, they that observe, Havle, the vanities, Shav, of lying, Chasdam, their own mercy, Ya'azvu, forsake. Simple Hebrew vocabulary, Todah, which is thank you or thanksgiving, from Jonah 2:9, and it says this, Va'ani, and I, Bakol, with, which is Va, with Kol, the voice, Todah, of thankfulness, Azvacha, will sacrifice, Lak, unto you, Asher, that, Nadarti, I have vowed, or that which I have vowed, Ashalma, I will pay, Yeshuata, salvation, La, is of Adonai, the Lord. Simple Hebrew vocabulary, Hayabasha, which is the dry land, from Jonah 2:10, the final verse in this chapter. So let's take a look. It says, Vayomer, and said, Adonai. So the Lord said, La, which is to Dag, the fish, Vayikeh, and vomited out. What did it vomit out? Et, direct object marker, Yonah, vomited out Jonah, El, which is on, Hayabasha, the dry land.